Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support my channel. I appreciate all of you so very much. Today I am doing the next episode in my sample series in which I choose samples and use them for a couple of weeks, and then I come back to you and give you my thoughts on those samples. And I had a good diverse group of samples this week. A lot of stuff that I've never tried before. The only thing that I had tried before was the dry shampoo. So I was super excited going into this week's samples to try them. So let's just talk about what we had in the samples over the last couple weeks. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is the item that I had used in the past. It is this Batiste dry shampoo. This isn't my favorite dry shampoo. One of the reasons why this isn't my favorite dry shampoo is because it really does leave a white cast. It's perfect for light hair that doesn't have like crazy color in it, or hair that isn't dark, because you will be able to hide the powder, I guess, a lot better in your hair. I also use it at night and kind of refrain from using this one during the day just because of the white cast of it. This isn't very fragrant. This one kind of smells like nothing, honestly. It's just, you can get these in all different kinds of scents. If I was to get another one, I have had the tropical scent one, and I do love the tropical scent one. It does smell very good. But again, white cast. It worked really well, but it's just not my favorite because of the white cast it leaves. The next item is this. It is the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud Hydrating Treatment. I loved this. I might have one use left. You guys, this smells so good. It reminds me of that like tanning oil that came banana boat-ish kind of smell. That's what the smell of this is. It was different than I thought it was. It's kind of thick and creamy. This is what it looks like. It's super thick, and you put it on your skin, and it actually says you can either wash it off or rub the rest into your skin. So you put on a good thick layer, let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. And then it says either rub it into your skin or wipe off the excess. I used it at night before going to bed, and then just rubbed the excess of it into my skin. And then when I woke up the next morning, I went through my whole face washing routine. So I was getting, what remnant was left of it. But I feel like you can't go wrong with this. I really thought it was going to be like a face mask that you put on and then you have to scrub off, like a clay mask or something like that. And I'm not a fan of those kind of masks. But it's super gentle. It's got a little bit of a cooling effect, I feel like. You can use it 2 to 3 times a week. I have used it twice each week, except for this week. And this week I will probably use it again tonight, just to get the last of it out of there, because I really did like it. I really liked it a lot. I would be interested in buying a full size of it, but it's a pretty expensive product. The product comes in 0.5 ounces, 1.7 ounces, or 3.4 ounces. And its costs are $25, $59, and $82 respectively. I think that is a little bit much, honestly. I think $82 is not something I'm willing to pay on a face mask. And I think $25 for 0.5 ounces is also kind of expensive. Coconut, honey, and ginger are the notes in this. And I feel like it smells, like I said, like banana boat. Are you guys familiar with banana boat? Do you remember the banana boat tanning oils and stuff like that from back in the day? My face felt so hydrated when I woke up the next morning, and it looked super hydrated. I remember my daughter saying, I don't know what you used on your face this morning, but it looks so good. Your skin looks amazing. So I really liked it. What I would say about it too is you can put it anywhere, because you don't have to, because it's not specific. I mean, it's made for your face, but you don't have to just leave it for your face. Like, use it on those areas, your elbows, your knees, where you get super dry. This would be a good product for that too. $82 is a little bit expensive for me, and I think $25 for 0.5 ounces is also a little bit too expensive for me, considering how big my face is. Like, I could use most of it in one shot. I think it was a really good product. I would say it's probably not a daytime product, because if you put it on and then rub it into your skin and then leave it that way without going into skincare after having left it on your face for a while, your face does feel a little bit oily. So it's definitely that before bed kind of product. The next thing I have is this. It is the Clinique 24-Hour Moisture Surge Eye Balm. This is what it looks like. I did use it a couple times, but you guys know as well as I do that it doesn't take much to use eye balms. This guy full size is $34, which I think is a little bit expensive. It has little tiny orbs in it. I don't know if you guys can see the little tiny orbs in that. I feel like it felt super tightening on my under eyes. I did like it for that purpose, because I felt like it tightened up my, baggy under eyes, which I have an extreme problem with. It felt like water going on. I didn't really notice the orbs, to tell you the truth. I don't think that this is awesome for under makeup. I felt like it wasn't conducive to keeping my under eye makeup in place, and it would actually like pill up just a little bit. And it also gets super sticky. So it also is an eye product that would be more conducive using at night before you went to bed, which might not work out so hot for, if you're using it for eye tightening effect. I don't feel like it lasts into the morning. It is, like I said, $34 for a full size, and the full size is a half an ounce, which a half an ounce for an eye cream is actually quite a bit. Like this I used 4 times, and you can barely see, like there's a bubble on this end and a bubble on this end, but you can barely tell that I've used it at all. This eye cream will last forever, and a half an ounce of it would last forever. So then we have this NARS lipstick. You guys, I actually loved this NARS lipstick. This is the NARS color. I'll put the name of it down here on the screen because I can't read it. But anyways, this is the color of the lipstick. It is a nice, just neutral pink color. I did use it quite a bit. I would say that it is a little bit dry. I did like the shade. The shade of it was really pretty. I thought that it went with just about any eye look I put it with. I did like it. It just was a little bit dry. So I felt like I was, tugging on my lips to get it on there, and had to go over multiple times because of the dry formulation of it. But it is a beautiful color, and it seemed to last long. I think that it lasted through millions of cups of coffee every single day. Just when I ate, I did have to reapply it if I wanted my lips to still have that color to them. The next thing I have is this Monsieur Big mascara by Lancome. I would say this isn't a bad mascara. It is what I have on today. This is what the wand looks like. It is a brush wand, a natural bristle brush wand. And those aren't my favorite. And a lot of the reasons why those aren't my favorite is because I find that my lashes clump a little bit more with a natural bristle brush versus the plastic nubby wands. It also is super full, so it holds on to mascara a lot more than your plastic bristles would. So it does get a little clumpy. I found that I had to go back through my lashes every single time I put this on with this guy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is a metal, little spiky guy, and it is by Tweezerman, and I had to go back through my lashes every single time I wore this to separate the lashes and not make it super clumpy. If you guys are into super clumpy lashes, then this is this is the ticket for you. I know that it's a lot of people's favorite. I didn't necessarily love it, but I don't hate it either. I think that it provided a good amount of volume, maybe not length, and I liked it. It's just not my favorite. What I don't like about it is I feel like it's a super wet formula, to the extent that if I don't leave my eyeballs facing down for, you know, quite some time right after I've applied it, it does get onto my skin where my makeup has already been applied. So I do then have to go back through with a brow brush and pluck it off once it's dry. I had an eye look that I took pictures of for my palette roulette that I didn't notice the mascara was all over my eye until I took the pictures or went in to like cut them down to size. So there's that. It's like I said, not my favorite, but I think the reasons that it isn't my favorite are reasons that any mascara that has this kind of brush are not going to be my favorite. There isn't any flaking with it though. I liked that. And once it is dry, there is no transfer onto my cheekbones, which is a problem that I have with a lot of mascaras. So I enjoyed that piece. The next thing is this. It is the DP Hue shampoo and conditioner substitute for color locking technology. I really did like this. I used it just once because I've only washed my hair once in the 2 weeks that we've had this. It didn't take a whole lot. I don't know if you guys can see, but it was full and now it's just down to just over this white line. I know sometimes with the shampoos or the cleansers for your hair that don't suds up, sometimes you use a lot more because you feel like your hair is not maybe clean, but I didn't feel that with this. I do like it. It does seem to coat all the hair, and I have a lot of hair. You guys, it does seem to coat all the hair. Even without being sudsy, it did seem to coat all my hair, and my hair did feel clean coming out. I don't necessarily feel for the scent of it. It's not like a putrid scent or an awful scent. It's just not a great scent either. I feel like it's just very, not chemical though either. It's just not pretty scented, and I like my shampoos to smell like, I don't know, coconuts or birthday cake or something. And this definitely didn't have a sweet scent to it, so there's that. And then the perfume that I had this time was this Gabrielle by Chanel. It isn't a horrible perfume. With that, it's also not an amazing perfume. I feel like it smells like, you know how when you first turn on the dryer and you maybe go outside and you can smell that dryer scent coming through your venting? That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of, so fresh, it reminds me of a dryer scent. Let's look it up and see what it says its notes are. Okay, so for starters, a full size is 1.35 ounces, and for 1.35 ounces, it's only $65, which I think is really reasonable, actually, for a perfume. No, 1.35 isn't very big, but this is a delicate hair mist that prolongs the trail of the Chanel fragrance. So it's for your hair? That's interesting. I didn't know it was for your hair. I used it on my body, which makes sense why it smells the way it does then. So it says a solar fragrance created around 4 points of light from 4 white flowers: orange blossom, lang lang, jasmine, and tuberose composite, grasse tuberose composite, the ideal white flower. Mist onto a brush or directly onto hair as part of your Gabrielle Chanel fragrance ritual. That makes a lot of sense, actually, as to why it smells like it does. I think that is actually the perfect scent for hair, especially coming from a person who only washes her hair like once every few days, once every 10 days, something like that. Sometimes when you're using like dry shampoo or tying your hair up or something like that, your hair kind of starts to smell. I'm gonna be honest with you. So if you can smell it, like this actually would be pretty perfect to spray onto your brush and then wipe through your hair. It's a pretty perfect scent for that. As far as body scent, I don't think it's bad. It does smell like, it smells very fresh. I think that you could use it either way. I'm interested to use it as a hair scent now. I'm not sure that I would buy a full price item such as a hair perfume, but I'm interested in it more now, knowing that it was a scent for my hair, because it does smell so fresh that it doesn't strike me as a body scent. And I think that's where I was kind of confused with it. I'm like, this smells like a dryer. It does, like dryer sheets. That's perfect. Like dryer sheets. Okay, I'm gonna set up and get ready to pull the samples for the next couple weeks, and I will come right back. Okay, these are my sample bins that I pull from every single time we do one of these. This top drawer is hair, second drawer is skin, and last drawer is makeup. So I am going to pull from each one of those drawers. So let's open this first drawer. I do pull 2 samples out of each bin. All right. So and pulling. All right, the first thing is this. It is a Pureology Color Stylist Anti-Breakage Shine Texturizer for color treated hair. That is what that guy looks like. And then some big guy. This is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Strength and Moisture Leave-In Mask. That's interesting. I really enjoy the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair hair conditioner for the summertime when we're out in our pool. So I'm interested in that guy. All right, then we're gonna, oops, something apparently fell out, so we're gonna put that back in. All right, now we're gonna pull from skincare. This one is super heavy, so I can pull 2 from there. And I have this one, which is the Vita Coca Coconut Oil. Now, this is interesting because I can use this on just about every part of my body. I probably won't use it on my face. Coconut oil is not necessarily the best thing for your face, so I will use this in other parts of my body. I'm interested for, good grief, I can't hold on to it for nothing. Okay. Keep pulling out these giant things. Oh, this is the Sol de Janeiro hand cream. So excited about this stuff. I really love their Bum Bum cream. That's one of my favorite moisturizers. So excited to have the hand cream, and that's also a really good size, so I can put that in my purse. And makeup. We have some lipsticks. These are Sephora brand Lip Stories. They come in 40 shades. It does appear I have one shade that's missing here, and that is Labyrinth City. I don't know, I might have used it in a previous samples video before, but I have Tan Lines, A Little Magic, and Berrylicious, 3 different lip colors to utilize this next couple of weeks. All right, and then I have some Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation stick samples from Hourglass. There are 3 different shades there of shell, nude, and beige. I think all 3 of these would probably work for my skin, to be honest. Which is kind of shocking to me that there is a foundation sample card without a deep shade, because I don't think beige is by any means a deep shade. But they do have their shade range back here, and there appears to be 32 different shades. So that's impressive. So I'm excited about that. Some new foundation to try. So that is it for our samples out of here. The last thing I do is pick one of my perfume samples out of here. And the perfume sample we picked was Joy by Dior. Joy. I know that you guys can't read that. It's silver on a white bottle. So, but Joy by Dior. So these are the samples that we have going into the next couple of weeks. I'm actually kind of excited about this. I've always wanted to try a Vanish stick, so trying those samples is not going to be 100% right, but I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the lipsticks. I think maybe I might have tried this before, because there is one of those missing. It may have just fallen out as well, because it does look like they're in individual packets. This little texturizer cream is nice. This I will probably use on the rest of my body, not my face. Just because I don't like using coconut oil on my face. So that is the samples that we will come back and talk about in a couple weeks. I hope that you guys are staying safe, washing your hands, and that this video finds you well. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I know that you don't have to click on my video. It warms my heart so very much that you do. Please let me know how you're doing, if there's any samples that you're using, and how your thoughts are on them. And until next time, guys, bye.